what draws me to the big mountains is just the sense of adventure and exploring, and you never know what you're gonna find out there.
We're out here to push ourselves and see what's possible to ride on these bikes, and you know, that's what really keeps it exciting for us.
This stuff is like you're standing at the top of a massive mountain, you're about to fall like 2,000 feet, and you have no idea if it bluffs out or there's cliffs or there's rocks or you kind of freestyle. It's definitely, legs are shaking at some of the drop-in points.
I think the whole vibe of this trip is to just find cool stuff that no one's ever ridden and just have fun. Like, if you see something you want to ride, all the boys are hyped to, you know, see you do it.
Like, just enjoying the full experience, like, because it's I never thought I would be like traveling to Alaska to ride bikes.
My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Well, tell my baby sister not to do what I have done, but shun that house down in New Orleans they call the rising sun. There is a house down in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor girls. Lord,
There's a shovel here!
No way.
We had one of the warmest welcomes we could have asked for in Alaska. Bristol Bay brought over a bunch of sockeye salmon, and we had an amazing feast. That was just really cool to start the trip with.
We have some of the best of what's available in this state to feed you guys, and we're excited. So,
So are we.
walking down the menu, we're just start you guys off with mixed green salad with a cider rhubarb vinaigrette, marinated beets. All of this stuff was in the ground last week. So working with farmers, working with fishermen, allow us to really make the best food that we possibly can, because when you start with great stuff, just do little stuff to it, you end with great stuff.
My name is Alina Fairbanks. I commercial fish in Bristol Bay every summer. This is Bristol Bay sockeye salmon. Been sustainably harvested for over 130 years. The largest salmon run in the world. You know, more than half the world's sockeye salmon comes from Bristol Bay. So happy to be here and provide Bristol Bay sockeye to you guys.
On this trip, we got Sorge, Nico Vink, Remy Morton, and Jaxson Riddle. It's a pretty rad crew, well-rounded. We got the OG legends and the new legends in the making. It's pretty cool, man. Special to be with these guys. Kurt is a goat in the making, I think. He's so laid back, but such an early dude. I definitely trust anything he says when he's looking at lines.
One of the OGs, like he's been riding big mountain stuff and kind of pioneered it for the rest of us. So it's been amazing to have him to kind of guide us.
Yeah. How do you describe Nico? If like the devil rode a bike, but he was the nicest, kindest person on the planet.
Yeah, he's one of the gnarliest dudes in the world. Yet the calmest and most together. It's super cool. It's special being here with him for sure.
Yeah, then there's Alex Volokhov. I feel like he's still a bit of a underdog sometimes on the scene, like, which he shouldn't be because like he's one of the most dialed riders again I know, and he's a very controlled rider, good at jumps, good at tricks, good at big mountain stuff.
It's been amazing to see him progress in the backcountry, and from seeing all his experience he's got in the last handful of years, and good eye on terrain and lines, and then just charging like it was second nature.
Jaxson's, I would say, the future, you know, like he's the new generation. His riding just speaks for its own. Like he's not a guy of a lot of words. He just lets the riding do the talking, and like jumping wise, he goes higher than anyone. He does the sickest tricks. He does all of it, you know. He's just the real deal. Like, yeah, doing it for the right reasons. Remy, same thing. I think like if I would have to sum up like some of the new generation guys that like really inspire me and really caught my eye, like those are definitely two of them. Like an insanely skilled rider, so he can handle anything. And yeah, just another good dude to hang with.
And Remy, man. Who doesn't love Remy? Dude's insane. The style, everything about him's just different and unique, and kind of like dances to the beat of his own drum, man. It's cool.
We've been planning this trip for about 3 years with a handful of the guys in the mix. About a week and a half before we were leaving, we got word that Remy was up in Whistler, so we sent out the invite, and yeah, apparently we didn't relay all of the information to him, so he was a little out of the loop.
Right now, from my understanding, we're in Glacier View in Alaska. I had no idea where I was actually coming about a week ago. I kind of, Luke's booked me a flight, and I knew that I was going to Anchorage. Now I'm here, it's pretty real. It's definitely, I'd say the last few days have probably been the craziest stuff I've ever done in my life, to be honest. It's just so new and so real and so just out there. It's pretty impressive. Luke said we're going to just go to a few quick practice runs off the road, a few fun ones. We hiked for about 5 hours and ended up in probably the gnarliest chute that I've ever looked down in my life. It was pretty nervous, but yeah, I definitely realized pretty quick that we're really out there and doing it. It was what I kind of was hoping for, but I didn't know if it was going to happen that quick. That is sick.
Jesus.
It's so fucking good, eh?
From a rider's perspective, you know, I've been doing this my whole life. It's not needed to put pressure on athletes for them to perform because they want to perform anyways, you know? A good day riding with friends, that's where like most progression happens because you push each other, you're having a good time, you're enjoying.
Having all the boys here for a good time just helps each other push harder than ever before. Like, I think the possibilities are endless out here, and, you know, you can go as big as you want to.
I think this morning was definitely like the first time that it's really kicked in, like how surreal the experience was with the RVs that Outdoorsy supplied us for the trip, just walking straight across the road and loading into a heli. Like, I don't think you can really get that experience anywhere else. So it's been unbelievable staying right there on site. Just you're having a coffee and then you're in a helicopter and then you're up there. It's been crazy.
Mentally,
So much different once you stand on top.
man, it makes you feel so small.
Yeah.
Insane run, eh? Could we like start up here, cruise the ridge and peel off? That would be pretty sick. I really want to ride like how you say, as fast as I can, like down big mountains. And yeah, we're kind of still looking for the one, but we'll find it. Fun as well. See you in a bit. See you at the bottom. Perfect, this one's super controllable, good to go.
Hey, Nico, you're the man. I look insane.
It was pretty fast. It was so sick.
Jaxson, thanks.
The lines we're riding like without a helicopter are almost like, I wouldn't say impossible, but it would be a bit of a mission to get to them, and to just flying like from one valley to the other, like it's nothing. You see potential lines everywhere, and it's kind of like a bit overwhelming almost, you know.
Yeah. It might move, like it might be pretty fast, but you should be able to manage your speed. Fly right up that ridge if you can there, Zach. These look super fun to like get up on these spines. It goes out on the left there, right off the peak. It doesn't look bad. But yeah, this one, and then you can grip it pretty far. Yeah, up super steep. There's a vein of good dirt right there. Yeah, they're awesome. We'll keep taking those too. I think those are good options for us. Yeah.
Big step down, okay?
It's crazy how the terrain is kind of deceiving because everything's so big out here. And it's a bit scary at times, but it's definitely cool because we got a lot more done in a shorter amount of time.
There's just so much out here. You're pretty remote, so you obviously don't want to get hurt out here, so that's always playing in your mind. And one rock like that could end your whole trip, you know, and yeah, the whole process is pretty daunting because you're such a small little speck in these massive mountains.
The feeling when Alex was set up and ready to go was just everything got a little quiet. And that's when, you know, as the camera crew, you just got to make sure you're ready, everything's set, so when they're ready, we're ready.
Having all these guys is basically the most important part of the trip. Anything to make it less stressful, and having the right crew is kind of the biggest thing. It's the best, man. We're gonna remember these laps for the rest of our life.
once in a lifetime opportunity to spend time in a place like this. That's what it feels like to me. Like blows my mind that it happened. I'm still like kind of like, okay, someone's gonna slap me in the face. We're gonna wake up, and it didn't happen. You know, dreaming. So yeah, it's been unreal. I'm stoked.
Quite humbling how small you feel when you're on these mountains, and yeah, pretty blown away. Definitely probably the best experience I've ever had. I definitely want to come back to Alaska. It's been unbelievable.